Hey everyone, welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I'm Lisa Richmond. Today's episode or today's video is very unique. I recorded it already, and that's why I wanted to come on and give you a bit of a heads up. When I sat down to record it, I knew that there was a transmission to come through. I knew I was about to channel because they told me to. What I didn't anticipate was the channel and the amount of light language that came through. So this energy transmission is from what they call themselves as the like blue light beings, or the energy of the blue light. They were Sirian in nature. So the Sirian Blue Light Council, I haven't, they came through earlier this morning. They've been talking to me earlier this morning. And so that's why I was comfortable to sit down and channel. What I didn't know was how much light language that was going to come through. So essentially, how they bring through the message is through light language. So there's a lot of light language in it. And then they do their best to bring through in like words to help you understand what the light language quote unquote means. But that's kind of the whole point of the message, was how to go from here to here and not logically like in your head be like, know this or know this. And it's actually, the message is just to be received through your energy body so that you can then be able to feel the energy of the love frequency. And a lot of what they talked about was faith, and how the word faith was being used to describe unconditional receptivity of love and receptivity of a higher power, and how faith can has always been used to connect our third dimensional beings into that higher power. And they use cool examples of how that is too. But it is very different. It's a very different message and video than I normally use on YouTube. I do a lot of light language transmissions on my own and through individual healing sessions. But this took me out of my comfort zone a little bit. I'm putting it out there as a very vulnerable kind of way, but this is for the greatest good. This is from the consciousness of love. And so I'm very, very grateful to be able to bring through such a powerful message and transmission. And I really hope that you can feel it. I know if you're here and you're listening, you're gonna feel it. So please just allow yourself to just open up. Maybe like don't be doing a whole bunch in this, because this is to be received through energy and not through logic. Okay. Enjoy. I love you very, very much. And I'm looking forward to the interaction in our community through the comments section on how this felt and how you received it in your bodies, in your energy bodies, and through your heart. Oh, I'm sending it with so much love. Okay, peace to everybody and enjoy. We come forward with love frequency. In order to bring through this transmission, we would like you to be able to be in a position to receive this message through your heart space, as the intention with this message is to be delivered in the frequency of the heart frequency, the heart, the love. Quite often, humans will develop their sense of perception through thought or mind frequency, as this is through heart frequency. A very different transmission, one in which your civilization is beginning to understand, learn, and transmute, as this is the message to be delivered today. We ask all involved to be able to take a deep breath, and reducing any tension being held in your physical bodies. Skina, na poshki. Na kutikino, kutushi na pakotukin sina kapatu. Na kapatki sina kasinka ote. Hai, no kuposhingina kavasini kochkiska. The light language transmission is brought through as a filtration, allowing the light codes to be somewhat of a priming system. As you integrate this energy, it will be brought forward in a way to understand through language in which you may understand, although the light language is to be understood in a frequency level. Again, we bring through this transmission to be digested in a understanding through your energy body, through your heart center, not so much through your mind. The resistancy that you may feel when receiving through light language is an example of how you might or might not understand through your mind and not through your heart. The light language is to be understood and digested through your heart, not your head or your mind, so to speak. Shki nakbaku hai tush na bo nakaidino si koti ku hai tutti kaluno pu guys nimbokoshkuna hoi skinakapushki hona mashkuna. Receiving this through your heart center, your body is transmitting this energy into a frequency of love. We ask that you release any resistance to receive this transmission and allow each cell in your body to be receiving this message through the frequency of love. There has been an influx of fear energy on your planet through the last few moons, as the sense of unknowing is quite strong on your planet through your civilization. The sense of not knowing quite often leaves you in a state of fear, or how we should say disconnection, as we are wanting to allow you to ground yourself in a sense of not knowing, where not knowing does not bring fear, it brings faith. Faith is to be pronounced through your energetic field, to be able to be connected in something far larger than you might be able to perceive with your third dimensional perception, through your eyes and through your sense of satisfaction in your mind's knowing, or your third dimensional sense of safety through knowing in what you can see or perceive in your third dimensional awareness. Faith is something in which your civilization has talked about or has relied on heavily for all of civilization through time. What faith is in your current existence is something that is a little bit different than might be perceived. Faith is something that is to be understood through your heart center so that you can connect to something in explaining much larger than you might even be able to understand. Faith is something that you can understand through your heart, through your connections to loved ones, to your animals, to your land, and much more to the larger sense of your connection to maybe loved ones that have passed on, or angelic presence that you might feel within your energetic field. This faith in knowing their existence is what we are talking about, as that faith is the same faith that is driving the heart frequency to one another, to be able to create this much larger sense of heart frequency, love frequency that will continue to connect your civilization now and forward. Those individuals that have a difficult time in connecting heart frequency and therefore faith in a larger consciousness might get, stuck in their heads, being able to play back over and over and over the sense of unknowing, the sense of fear, the sense of separateness from all. This energy will only take you certain distances. This will only take you to a certain glass ceiling, as you may say, in order for the consciousness to develop into a sense of knowing, a sense of love, and a sense of togetherness that is developing upon your consciousness, upon your planet right now. Kishkuna kaparisna, she huda kapoja, haido stikine bampiku. We ask that you try to connect into your heart space now and allow yourself to go through your heart space in a frequency that you may understand, that connects to love and faith. Maybe it is something that you've always had faith in, whether it be a loved one on the other side, whether it be the faith in something greater than your own thoughts or beliefs, or that spark of connection that has connected you to another soul or another belief system, or answered a quote-unquote answered prayer. That is the faith in consciousness that we would like you to connect with now. As the numbers of individuals on this planet that connect in through this heart space, through this faith love consciousness, grows this consciousness throughout the planet, and therefore raising the collective consciousness on a much more immediate rate, a quicker rate, and therefore will allow you to live within this consciousness more frequently. Your civilization tend to live in the faith and love consciousness and then resort back to fear by connecting into the fear consciousness that is trying to permeate through your heart space on a regular basis, through devices, through streaming media, through interaction with ones that like to play back this feedback loop of fear. We ask you now to try and be conscious in your heart space by recognizing when this frequency is being pulled, and you are then therefore being pulled out of your heart space, out of your faith connection to that of which is of higher frequency. And we ask you to go back into your heart space and use your breath and use your visualization into connecting with the energies that is of love, maybe that you are experiencing in this moment. Kushkanabina hula kina. Oh, we ask you to release any tension throughout your physical body and move into your breath. Thank you for this time. Kushnakasi kuta kule kushiro nakapush. Hoainamunama. I respectfully appreciate and love the energy that came through today. And I ask my guides to surround me and help to rebalance my energy field. I bring this forward with love and trust. So I have to end this now as I'm going to lie down and rebalance. This was so strong. In the transmission, I did see like the energy, almost like the way in which I was receiving it. I was like moving through the energy field, and it was not here. It was not like it was as if I was being able to receive it through a portal, a frequency that was like a radio wave. It was like a wave, and it was not solid. I was in this different kind of energy, but they were there was this beautiful blue frequency, and they want to. It was very Sirian in nature, to be honest. It was like the Sirian Blue Light Council, how I want to describe it. But the energy that was so strong was just heart based. It was so heart based, meaning that how I can give it to you now is that I encourage you to be able to maybe watch that again or share this in a way that you are receiving it with love and again, like out of your head, where you're logically transmuting this or logically thinking this and more receiving it like you would receive music, like how you hear music and you just receive it versus like thinking your way through music, especially music that does not have lyrics, like music that is just, tone and melody, and then how you receive that music. That's to be received in this. So it's less actually about the words. I really got to feel that it's less about the words and it's more about how it's transmuted through your energy. I was thrown off a little bit when the light language came through because I wasn't actually expecting light language. I had a huge download last week, actually right on the eclipse, the partial eclipse on the 29th. And this like crazy light language kept coming through in different tones, almost like different light languages through different codes, and it was being transmuted through my body and through me. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to share this for a long time until I'm like good and ready. And so when the light codes and the light transmission was coming through me, it took everything in the transmission not to like flip into my 3D and be like, no. It was a lot of powerful energy that just like allowed that energy transmission to come through. So I'm really looking forward actually to watching this back and to listen to feel how that felt. So I bring this to you with love. I hope that you can be able to listen to this with a lot of open heartedness. Okay. Um, yeah, sending this with peace and love. See you next week, guys.